So alright guys, welcome once again to LapoteeTV, the only YouTube channel that is making it possible for Africans here in the diaspora to be able to express themselves, share whatever they have within them, be it whatever they have a business going or whatever it is. This is the platform. And today I'm here with another great guy here. We're going to have an interview. Even if you don't know this guy before and you've heard my jingle song on my platform all the time, it's the guy behind it. He goes by no other person by McDaniels. McDaniels.
Yes, sir.
It's nice to have you on LapoteeTV.
Lapotee.
How long have we been planning this,
2 years.
2 years and still counting. I always say for me, I personally believe in patience. Sometimes you want to do something and you plan and you do whatever you want to do and it's not happening. Sometimes you just have to sit back and relax and this is just going to happen. So let's talk McDaniels. When it comes to you, it's very interesting. I'm asking myself, you are a young guy that I know that your parents are into music. I mean, both your parents are legends when it comes to music. Kabobo, may you so rest in peace, and then your mom. So then I want to ask you, how do you feel like when you go to a place as an artist and you feel like someone want to talk to you and they don't end the conversation without actually calling your name, make it look like you are riding on their fame? How do you feel? Since you're also an artist on your own, how do you feel when you come into that?
Actually, the good part of it is I don't even feel disturbed. I rather feel privileged. Because there are a lot of places that I go that maybe I might not even enter. Or maybe I'm not even known there, because I see myself as an upcoming, and I see them as the people who came to open the door for me. So there are places I just mention my dad's name or my mom's name and I get there easily, or because my mom is going there too, I get the platform as well. Last year, I don't know if you watched, I was at McBrown's show.
I even saw it on YouTube.
In Accra, exactly. And the privileges I got because of my mom and dad was, when I was at McBrown's show, my mom was on the stage. And McBrown they were talking about in the old, like long time ago, when my mom gave birth to a 3 months-year-old, and my mom was like, oh no, that's him. And then they were like, what? That's you, number 3, come here. So now she was like, stay on the stage. I wasn't planned to be on the stage. I was planned to just back up my mom and manage her. You understand? And it was a privilege for me. When my dad passed, we were burying my dad. Police stopped me on the road. And one lady was like, well, where I pass, no matter what, she's going to give me a bill. And then another police came there like, oh, sir, were you not on TV last year? I'm like, yeah. Are you not the son of a Serwaa, Bonsu and KK? I'm like, yes. And I'm actually having my dad's funeral. And then he's like, oh, let him go. Sir, please, we are sorry. You get it? So the name is actually, it helps me in many ways. So it's actually more privileged than me thinking, I'm the one saying, why are they saying my mom's name first? I'd rather sing her song or my dad's song and get to a place. It's a privilege for me.
It's interesting to actually know that you look at it from the positive side.
Yes.
I mean, like someone else will be like, I'm also an artist. Why do they necessarily have to call my dad's name whenever I go somewhere? And like I said, it's good you see it from that. Because, several times, sometimes, when we see someone like Davido and he's somewhere else, they'll go like, oh, this guy in father get money, So, and sometimes you kind of feel like you feel bad. Like you go like, is it my fault that my father is rich? That kind of a thing. But I'm glad you don't see it from that angle. You see it to be a good thing. Let me tell you something. So, I remember some time ago I was talking to you. You told me your dad is Kabobo. Whatever. Honestly, trust me, I don't know that name from Adam. But then again, I think you mentioned some song, and I went online and I saw this song, and I remember those back in the days. I'm talking about 3-5 years ago. And when there's a campaign coming on, people sometimes like to use some of these songs from artists, and sometimes if the song is going and people don't know how to sing, people like to twist the words. So I think there's this one is pam 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 over what you say. I very pele move So that was how I'm like, oh, so your dad is
Kabobo. Oh yeah.
So that kind of thing. So that was like, so it was your dad actually who sang that song. And lo and behold, today I'm sitting here with his son. So like I said, I'm sitting here with the son of a legend. So let me ask you, as a musician that you are right now, do you feel like you are more obligated to sing just because your parents did music or are into music?
The truth is, because of our parents, let me say our parents, because I have siblings as well who are also into music very much. So let's say because of our parents, there are some things you say, how do you call it? you get it from your parents.
Okay.
It's a gene thing. So because of what my parents were doing, my dad used to play drums, bass guitar, keyboard, sing, had the studio. I do the same. But then the funny part is I never learned it really from anybody. I just bought a bass guitar. I played 3 months. I could play at a concert. I just bought this one. I was a choir leader at 12 years old.
You don't say?
No, I was teaching how do you call it? The elderly.
Wow.
The elderly choir. When I was 12, they came to pick me up. They buy me phones. They give me. So I was like, I was so young, and I didn't call that for myself. It was just like part of me. So right now, if people that know me, they know that like almost every single day I produce a song. Every single day I'm in my studio.
So for you, it's not an obligation. It's just something that
it's just part of me.
Guys, like I said, ladies, you only hear this on LapoteeTV once. Like I said, so if you're a lady, you are out there and you see a certain kind of guy and you want to have his kind of jeans and things in your kit, going for that kind of guy. Like he said, he didn't have to stress to be an instrumentalist. He plays everything. Then maybe you are Lucifer of our time, you know, Lucifer used to play all the instruments like he was the chief when it comes to music, those time in heaven, according to what we read. Yeah. So I'm still with you, McDaniel. So let me now find out from you. You started singing as a gospel artist. Why did you not switch? I mean, we have so many people that are singing gospel. I mean, talk about the likes of Bonsu and other people. They all started from the church. But at the point, they drift and start doing other secular music. Why have you still remained loyal and you are still doing gospel music?
Lapote, I see it. Me doing gospel music alone right now is not me staying loyal. I see it more like in this world, you know, you came for yourself. What you think you do, that is right. So you might be doing something you think is right. Somebody will tell you it's wrong. So me singing the gospel, I know that what I'm doing is right. I know that as far as I'm praising God, whatever I'm singing is praising God, is fine for me. Trust me, believe me or not, but I have love songs there. Yeah, I don't know. Recently, you saw me. I posted a wedding song.
I think I saw it people.
Yes, I posted it, and if you listen to the word, you'll be like, "Hey, this guy too, you know how to chop love." But then it is for the good. Do you understand? And as far as I see that it benefits me and it glorifies the name of God, I'm fine with that. Sometimes you might sing a song that might not be gospel, that might not say, God, I lift you up, or I thank you, I worship you. But then that song might save somebody. Maybe it will be a song about accidents. Be careful when you drive on the road. It will be a song about be careful about women. Be careful about this. But then it wouldn't be purposely for God. My dad made a song. The song you were singing. He said, "Nipa dasani will be BRA, no." So people are like, is this song gospel or is it high life? Because he's a high life musician, a hip life musician. So what is the word of the song saying? We had somebody like Ebony. Ebony did a song saying, "Medawasio." And we were singing that song at the place. I remember I wasn't there, but I was told. And then there was one lady saying, "You cannot sing this song here."
Wow.
Because the person that sang it is not a gospel musician. But are you the one to judge what is in the song?
Yes.
Castro, we all know Castro. Castro did. We all know these songs. But Castro also did a song saying, Obia Anthony Collection. You get it? Everybody say hallelujah, which means praise God. So it's more about the words that is in the song that is doing somebody good. You might sing and you might say, okay, it's not gospel, but it might save 2 or 3 more lives. You never know.
So that is to say that when it comes to music with you, it's not as if to say you cannot sing in other song or secular music like people did, but you just decide to go in this direction because that's what you want to do. You know, because I'm asking you, I remember on your YouTube, there is this song that I saw when you use this kind of beats, Ghana girls say, and I picked that song and then you use the beat to sing a gospel song. Then I'm saying, no. If this guy can actually pick this beat and just put a gospel lyrics on it, I'm sure singing a secular music will not be
a hard thing.
But then again, I remember, I think you once mentioned that you have a brother who is doing secular music. Am I right? Is he still doing secular music?
I think he took more of my dad's part. He raps. He raps a lot. And you know, right now the rapping is more like, you know, if you don't give the bass and the punches. It means you are not a rapper.
So he's not bringing.
So you can use he use his words if he wants to use, and that is him, and he's making it. You understand? So it's more about you. It's good for him. He's making. You'll be surprised how you see me. I'm every day I'm at my brother's place.
Oh really?
We do a lot of music together.
I see.
And then every time when we come to a point that he will tell me, you know, Daniel, I think that we should make this song. But then I'm like, Randy, but it's like this side I heard a tuobi with the union film. Do you get it? Yes. And now I heard say, oh, the word you said the F word or the B word. That one there, I don't want to put myself in it. I know you be here from now what's the son. I understand. So you were saying you saw this Ghana girl say she won't marry me, yo. And I did Baba God they say he won't carry me, yo.
Exactly.
So Nyameba forget you be or him forget you. I did Nyameba forget you be and trust me, that is the most views I had on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because at least. And that song, I sang it at a place called Cologne in Germany. It was an outside program. And then I just stand on there. I had another church program. I didn't go. When there was the outside city, it's a white people, you know, Mrofu program. It wasn't that big thing. And I was singing this song. Because they said they want the Afro beat. And I was like, maybe it's just an Afro beat. Let me just sing it to, you know, create the vibe. Just the vibe. And then when I was singing it, somebody came to me that she wanted to convert to Christianity, but she was afraid that she might be killed or something. But as I'm singing, she is giving her life to God. And she knelt that I cried. I was surprised because me, that day, I was in my jeans. I was just trying to yo. Yeah, okay. You get it? Because the youth and this vibe, you know. But then it made something there. So you never know what the song will make, you know. So I just do it as it is.
But from the way you speak, it looks like so you never had any song with your brother because of like.
Oh, I have songs with my brother. They will come out.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys. So just keep watching. Like I said, this is only on LapoteeTV. He said he has a song with his brother. Let's see how McDaniels, who's giving us gospel song, is gonna hop on the beat with his brother who is singing secular song using the F word. So let's watch out for it. Still here with you, McDaniels. You know, so like I keep saying, you are somebody that your life is full of. I don't know. I think it's something that is very common in the life of every believer. I mean, it's full of. What's the word to use? Like it's full of always surprises, news, good news.
Yes.
I overheard something which I didn't know very well, but I just wanted to hear from you. I like there was a time you were here in Europe and you were about to finish school, and I don't know. They said they wanted to send you back to Africa, and somebody said they needed something like. Give us the full story. We want to hear that.
That time. So this story was 2018. Oh, okay. So I came to Germany around the year of 2012.
Okay.
So when I came here, I went to school. Okay. I learned the German. Okay. I speak German. Okay. Everything was fine. So I was schooling, and then I think 2016, I was done with my school. Okay. I had a lot of issues at school, so I had to break up in the school. But then I had good, how do you call it? I had my results behind me, results that I could use to do any job that I wanted to do. Because I was done with class 11, and then. It was like Fachabitur. That's how you call it. So I was done with that. And from 2016 to 2018, I was doing something we call practicum. So that is like internship. Exactly. So I was doing a lot of internships. I worked as a mechanic. I was working in a ship as a carpenter, doing the doors, doing this. I was doing a whole lot of different things, work on computer, do programming, but I didn't know what I really wanted. So at the end, I found nursing, and I went into it. So right a month after that, that is even between those times, the 2 years, sometimes I will be there and you just see police at your door around 4 a.m.
For what?
They will just come and say, well, they want to be sure if you are working or doing this or doing that. And I was like, I'm just here, and you know that I'm done with my school. I'm looking for something to do, and it's practical. So it was quite weird. Until the 2018, I got a letter. It was a week. I got a letter from on the Monday that Friday I have to leave to Ghana.
You don't say.
And I was like, how?
Dutchland for you.
I was like, how do I have to leave to Ghana? And I have to pay everything on myself. I was like, But then these people have already started the nurse. They're getting, how do you call it? They're getting money. They're getting my tax.
But I'm sure, I know they have a system that when you come here, if the idea was for you to study, probably they might tell you once you're done with your studies, you have to return. Was that
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It wasn't that. I came way before I got to the age like over 18 something. So I was already like, I came in peace. Yeah. Exactly. To just study school and stay here because my parents were here, my siblings were here. My mom is German, everybody's German here. So they were all my siblings, my family were all German. So the thing is, now when they sent me that, I was like, what should I do now? You get it? Really, I prayed people, I talked to people, whatever I could do. But I was like, maybe, no, I don't believe this. I couldn't believe myself until I felt like, this is really happening. It's really happening. When it got to Thursday, people came to my house saying, bye-bye, Daniel. Take care of yourself. Yes.
People are really wishing you farewell.
Farewell. It's so sad, but we won't see you again. A lot of people were there. We prayed. I prayed. And on the Wednesday, before the Thursday, I was so sure of myself on Tuesday. Until Wednesday, I had a dream that I would really go. And I was like, now you have to question. So that was when I was like, you know what? I was done. I'm really going. So on the Friday, I was in school. And then I got trust me, we went to different offices. Where didn't we go? But then, and we didn't want to send it out. They want to make a petition in my class because they didn't want me to go. So when they made the petition, it was just among just a little people, a few people of our class. And then they were like, let's send it to, you say you do music, right? Let's send it across, because when you send it across, a lot of people will follow and then help you stay. And I was like, I don't want them to see.
I know, right?
I was like, I don't want them to know.
Trying to see the community,
you get it?
The community know what's going on in your
I've been here, everybody knows that. That's McDaniels, man.
McDaniels.
How is that possible? And I was like, nah. But then they told me, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let's give it a try. So they sent it. They sent it to my brother. My brother put it out there, and within 2 days, like that was like they sent it on Tuesday. On Thursday, I had like over 8,000 kind of petition people signed. I was like, wow.
And they actually needed how many signatures?
Trust me, we sent the 8,000 and over. They said they didn't need that. All they needed was to know that I am working here and I'm paying tax. And that is when it came in that I have started already a month ago as a full nurse. So now they were like, you already have, why didn't you show this the whole time?
So I'm like, if you had come home, that would just be it. And now they'll...
Yeah.
My God.
That would have just been it. So like when I showed them the nurse and they was like, no, you can stay. Then it's fine. So my lawyer just called me on the Friday that I was supposed to go. Everybody was saying bye in this class, crying, and then I got a call. And it was like, Daniel, forget it, you can stay. They were just tripping. You can stay. I was like, what? So everything was fine by then since then till now, I think you can see.
Guys, this is LapoteeTV, and like I said, this is one of the things that come when you get yourself involved in the things of God, I mean, His fitness and all that thing have paid off, So anything that you are doing right now out there, just take it serious. You don't know where one day that is going to pave the way. I mean, he never himself thought that he was going to get all those 8,000 signatures, but it happened. And what will be the case is still yes.
So let me tell you one funny thing about this. When I was trying to do the nursing, I wasn't sure because shortly before that I was working in a ship. So we traveled far, we were working in it, everything, and I was like, maybe that will be mine. And then I changed to computer, doing programming, games, doing this, and it didn't also help. When I went to, I don't know if you remember, I had Afro before.
Yeah, I think I remember back in the days. Yeah, I saw a picture.
Exactly,
we took in Pentecost Church.
When I went to the hospital to look for an application, they were like, your results are good, everything is good, but are you a model or do you really want to save lives? And I was like, I want to save lives. Like, are you sure? Think about it again. I went home. I don't know what happened to me. I loved my afro so much. Everybody knew me. I had this afro. I loved it. I went home. I cut my hair. The next day I came again. I'm like, I'm ready for the nurse. And they were like, who are you? I'm like, yesterday I came and you told me, do I want to model? You look at my hair and something weird. So I called it. I'm ready. It's like, what? He looked at me. Trust me, and if this wasn't God's idea, I don't know which idea it was. She looked at me, she didn't even read whatever, but she was like, it was you. We have your things. You are in. Like, what? I started laughing. And that thing has really helped me till today.
Guys, like you say, life of a Christian pays for it. So,
yes.
Yeah, like I said, still here with the man, McDaniels in the building. So, McDaniels, let's talk. So, I want to find out, I saw a song that you did with your mom, the collaboration that you had with your mom. I don't know if you had one with your dad, though. But
unfortunately, we planned, but it couldn't happen.
But then here's what I want to find out. how with your mom, collaborating with your mom, how did it happen? Because I mean, this is your mom you grew up with every day, spending 18 years, whatever, 25 years before finally making a song with it. I'm like, so how did it happen? Did you just sit down and say, oh, Liba, my son, let's do music? How did it happen?
All right, so one thing you didn't get is you were saying I've been living with her 18 years, but then I was living in Ghana. My mom was living here.
Oh, okay, I see.
Exactly. So we were not, my grandfather and my grandmother was taking care of me. Of course, my mom was the one doing all the financials, coming into Africa, going back, coming home. But every time I saw my mom, it was like I'm seeing an artist, because I saw her only on TV.
Oh, okay.
I heard her song every day.
Okay.
And I saw her only on TV.
Okay.
Like even that time, my mom wasn't really too much on TV, but that was her picture.
For you feel like you were seeing a celebrity.
I just knew that it was. If my dad used to come to my school when I was a kid with his how do you call bodyguards and all that. And when they came, just bring me money. All the teachers would be all like, yeah, kick it, Kabobo. So I was like, who's this man? Because me, I know my granddad was my dad. I knew my grandmother was my mom. So until the age that I really grew, that I came here, that's when I saw my mom. Like, that's my mom. And when I grew, I saw my dad once before I came here.
Okay.
So when I saw my mom, I knew that this is my mom. Now we had to bond.
Okay.
Exactly. But we've stayed for a long time. It's been like 13 years almost. Okay. And then now it got to a place, she had to go back. My mom used to, that time my mom her song was everywhere. But she left a gap because of work in Germany and a lot of things. So when I came here, well, now we wanted to push mommy again on the social media, because her time social media wasn't exactly. Yes. So that is when we started to push mom, and then she was like, well, you to your music, right? You've been doing it the whole time, then let's do something. So when she had the opportunity to go to Ghana to McBrown show and all that, she was like, I'm going with you. Almost every concert of my mom, she has her manager, but the first person she wants to go is with me. Exactly, because I actually direct her as well.
Okay, that's good.
So that was the idea, and then she was bringing out an album. We took one song, and then that was me in.
That's good. I mean, I like the collaboration. People always want to see the young blood, the older one always have something going, and that is such a fantastic idea. And I love the song. I listened to it. But then again, I want to find out, McDaniels. Let me ask you: do you really think is there money in this music thing?
Money.
What it is like being an artist in Europe? Because there are so many times you see a lot of musicians that are here in Europe. It's like for them to gain fame, unless they are being recognized in Africa.
Yeah.
What does it take for someone to be a successful artist?
That is very true.
In Europe.
What I'm thinking is like, in Europe, me, I've been here. You know me here. I've been here singing a lot of, and even as far as I have sung here, I'm still not really like blown, like let's say in Africa and everywhere. Maybe in Germany they know me. Okay. But the thing is, when you do it in Africa, first thing, we know right now Ghana is a little bit expensive. But let's say first thing, you know that euros there is a little bit of a big money. So you have a lot of control there. Okay. There are people who are here, we are working. You will call somebody to come and back you up. Oh, I'm in the university. Oh, I'm working. I have day shift. I have night shift. You won't get those time. But people in Ghana, they will have time to do it for you. They will have time to bring it out there. And when you push it properly there, people here will definitely hear it.
But don't you think it's because the music scene is not paying a lot here?
That is all part of it now.
If we want to talk about someone being an artist in Europe, let's use an European artist who like is Helena Fisher. An African artist here cannot compare themselves to the like of Helena Fisher, like I'm saying. So what does it take for someone doing a gospel song here in Europe, or generally to precise, to get to that level like Helena Fisher? Because excuse me to say, but I feel like even the African artists, I won't call them celebrities. I mean, nobody sees them. They are not actually living the life of the celebrity. What does it take for an African person to really get that?
I didn't want to really say this, but I will now bring it because you mentioned Helena Fisher. I've sung with her before. Oh,
you don't say? Yeah. Guys, I'll take the video and I'll show it. If you don't see the video yet, then you know he was lying. You had a song with Helena Fisher.
I didn't have a song with her.
But you sang with her.
I backed her.
You have a video.
I have a video.
Guys, you are hearing this. This is LapoteeTV. We say it how it is.
I backed.
If I don't put that video there. You know he was just lying on LapoteeTV. All right.
I
That's fine. We'll take it later. And we'll
I
put
backed Helena Fisher up in she does this Weihnachts concert, like Christmas concert in Düsseldorf. And then we are this a choir of 20 people. It's called New Life Gospel Choir. So I joined them. We all always back up Helena Fisher, Tom Jones, Mendy Capristo, and Gregor Meiler, some of their artists. And we used to go to Deutsches Fernsehpreis, like awards, German awards, movie awards, and we also sing there and all that. So the thing is, when Helena Fisher does a concert, you see how many people that comes. I can also understand because I think she's doing music like full time. But if you are from Africa, before you can do music here full time, you know it. You have to work. You have to pay your taxes. You have to let the country, even the appointments that you have in, what time are you going to use to do that? So you get lucky.
Say it's the time because, like again, if you might be on stage or you back people like Helena Fisher, you have the talent or whatever. I think what is actually that is hindering or being a stumbling block from letting you get to that high like Helena Fisher? Like
me, I think it's also our people. Okay. Look, you were talking about payment. You know the Helena Fisher thing I've been talking about. That's why I said I didn't want to talk about it. There was an amount of money that I had to go there and then get as a backup singer, each person, which was a good money. But just ask me, just for backing, because listen, this is and that's the thing. All the backups were proper artists of this black community that we knew each other, that we are proper singers. We can sing alto, soprano, treble. We know everything about music. So we called us and we were seriously there. We had our dress codes, everything. We had special places that we had to sit. And then when we were on the stage that carries us to, it was 20,000 people in a stadium. Do you understand? So those 20,000 people, imagine everybody paying 100 euros to enter. You think you cannot get 700 euros each?
Yes.
You can. If there are 20,000 people coming to this program, everybody is paying 100 euros. You'll probably be paid for. But then, trust me, there was a leader that also brought us there.
You have to eat.
And he also has to eat. Ask me if I got the money that I was supposed to get. You get it? I didn't. So I did it actually for free. But then what your fellow Ghanaian will tell you is, it's an opportunity that you'll be on the stage with Helena Fisher. But then it's work. A German will tell you that's work. So you got to be paid.
Okay.
You get it. I always say this. We have a lot of problems in Africa. In the way in Germany, when I was coming in the train, I saw people like a young boy, let's say around the age of 16,
African,
hugging his German, hugging his dad. The dad was hugging him. They were all talking, playing, looking at him face to face, hug him again, playing. Go and hug your African mom on the. It's like, how are you?
It's something with culture.
So it's something with culture, and the way they do this is different. They will rather support each other than this hugging thing. I'm talking about supporting each other. I thought there was a friend of mine. I told her yesterday, if you go, she lives in Ghana. If you go, hug your mom. I was like, she had issues. I was like, if you go, just hug your mom. Now I asked her, did you hug your mom? You know what she told me? She said, when I got there, she was like, Madam, are you busy? And then later I was like, oh, now I talked to Minister Daniel and then Okasa may hug you. And I'll say, do you understand? And I'm like, this is just a matter of hugging the person and then feeling the bond, because you never know when somebody will go here. And then this thing, it starts from there, from the hugging, from the togetherness. So when a white person, let's say when a German is helping his fellow family or German, it's different. They push. You see all the guys meet up together, they push him. When a Ghanaian is doing it, money issues. Oh, he wants to, how am I going to pay him? Can you pay yourself? Can you do this? And then when they come, when they also do it themselves and push themselves up, now you want to also just share a link. It's a problem.
Even for someone to share a link.
For someone to just share a link, it's a big deal. So we don't support each other. And that is clear. In Europe, that is clear. Trust me, even Nigerians support each other more than... You know how like Nigerians...
I think the Ghanaians are coming gradually.
They are going where?
Alright guys, so like I keep saying, this is LapoteeTV, and like I'm here
but we pray.
Daniel, like he said, let's try more supportive with each other, and that is the only way we can go forward as Ghanaians that are here in Europe.
Oh yes,
Germans precise. We want to see the live. We want to see our own artists be on the same stage and see them like we see other German artists like Helena Fischer and co. Let's learn how to push. Yeah. So McDaniel still with you. So I really want to find out, like, coming back to the church. Like I say, I know is it right to call you a church rat, because I know you've always been in the church.
Yes, that's right.
Do you feel like the church has been fair to you when it comes to dealing with you? I just want to.
In many ways, to be honest, me, I'm a straightforward person. I don't lie, and even they know. So yeah, me most of the times I don't. The church hasn't really been fair in a lot of ways, but I don't base my lifestyle on that.
In the church.
I don't care about who appreciate me or not. All I do is, if I see that this person appreciated me, they call me next time, I'm there. If they didn't appreciate me, next time you call me, I'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. And it's all in my power. Nobody can control me.
We will come back to the church.
Yes.
Like I said, when we do these interviews, one of the things is to have the platform or the ground to have certain things clear, because obviously you are an artist and you have a lot of fans that are following you. There are certain things sometimes you would like to know. I don't want to pry, but I think I remember some couple of years ago there was some video that was circulating. Someone said something about like your ex visited you, took something from your video, create an Instagram and put it, and later you came and you also responded in a way. And like I said, I mean, this is the reason why we have this. Maybe is there something you would like to throw on that? This is the platform. Maybe you would like to play. Some people heard it. I don't know how they heard it, but like I said, this is how I heard it. I don't know what's true to it. Can you tell us what actually happened? And
to be honest, like, I'm not going to go into details to tell everything that happened there, but then I'm just going to let people know that, you know, in this life, the trust me, whatever people saw that they said you are this or they judge you, there are worse things I've actually seen in my life from people
things
that was
seen or things you've done.
Things I have seen. Things I've done. Things I have seen. People and or these people who even did it. Maybe theirs didn't come out like mine did. Me, I see that as two things. I learned a lot from it. God put me there to sharpen me in a way more, and I appreciate that much. But then when people saw it and they thought, okay, you are like this, and they will just draw you as that. Even till today, if people will see you like that, it's fine. But for me personally, I know what happened there. You get, and you said something like my ex came there and did this, and that's actually true. People thought it was me that did all, but it's fine. It's not really a big deal. But then it goes a little bit deeper. Do you understand? So when you see people's stuff, you don't just judge them according to what you have seen. There was a time I went out, people saw me. I was like, oh, hello. Hey, don't talk to me.
Hey,
serious. It was serious. And people don't know. There was a time police had to break my door to wake me up because they thought I was dead. I didn't eat for almost 3 months.
Wow.
Yes. And there was this, I told you, when I was coming, I told you I have this one friend. There was just this guy that told me, Masa, I'm coming to you. He came to pick me up. I was weak. He was the first person that went out with me to eat with me. And then I was like, that was the first time I ate after 3 months. You get it? But people that were close to me, the closest people, that was like, this person, if I am in need, I will go to the person. They were even the ones that were part of all of this. I didn't know. And it's very, very dangerous if the person close to you enough is part of something planned against you. Because me, the one the enemy who was trying to do whatever she did was fine. That one is not a problem. But the painful part is she going to people, the closest people that you say, this is my best friend, this is my brother, every day you are with them. They know your up and downs, because we are human beings, nobody's perfect. And then exactly those people are the ones who are going to give way in. Even trust me, the videos that you were talking about that you saw, the people who I said was my circle, we had the WhatsApp, we were circle.
You were the ones that
they got it a week before. And then they could have come to me and say, Charlie, this is what this person is planning about you. But then they told the person, say, you know what, just do it. It's between you and him.
You don't say.
Yes. And the person that did that literally called my family saying, you know what, I'll kill Daniel, I'll destroy him. Yes. And she was determined to do that. And just within all that, I just thank God that in all this, I came out strong. Because trust me, I wanted to, like, I got to a time I wanted to commit suicide. You get it? But then, since you say, what society will say, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So after that, yeah, you see 6 months later, you see your friends calling you or seeing you outside. People who were supposed to be your friends before say, hey, Charlie, and then when you're scanner, how do you look so good? You get it? And things even work much better. I think if that thing wouldn't have happened, I would have been so relaxed and reluctant. And when that thing happened, Lapotee, you had no idea. It pushed me.
I know.
And experience is the best teacher. It's true. It pushed me. Nobody had to tell me do this first. I knew I have to be like this. I have to trust this person this way. I have to be careful about this person. And trust me, when you go on concerts, all these people are there. Imagine singing to people or singing and God is delivering people that you think yesterday.
These were the ones that really wanted.
This was the one who was insulting you. This was the one who was saying this. I know all of them. Trust me. But then I don't let that be my problem. Yeah. That's why I told you at first that when you asked about the church, that I don't care about who appreciates me or not. Because it's a big, what is on my head is a big anointing. It's a big ministry that God has placed on my heart. So I cannot, it's like a judge. You cannot be partial. You have to do the job as it is. So when I go to everywhere, I just pray. I say, God, wherever I'm going, make me a difference. Let me touch people's heart as you want. It could be somebody who wanted to kill me yesterday or somebody who wants to kill me. And the person who did that, trust me, if I see her today, if she's watched, I'm going to say, hello, how are you? Are you good? By God's grace, oh, wonderful, long time. That's the way God made me. Nothing really bothers me that much.
We'll talk about that anointing part, but there was something else I also, like I said sometimes I learned when that incident happened, you took to social media and you were saying, people who have that incident happen, people were saying that, oh, you took to social media and saying, hey, I know people who have done worse things. Yeah.
That's not true. The thing is, when that happened, so first thing, it happened on the same day. I took my social media down. And then on the next day, I told myself, you know what? Why am I taking it down? Let me be out there. It's fine. So I just, I talked to 2 people I think I could trust. It's like, oh, Daniel, you do your social media, okay, it's fine. People will say what they want to say, and that is how it is. And these people who are talking, they have done worse. But I didn't bring that on social media. I was like, okay, I just reopened my social media. And then you all know Paul Wesley, that time we used to do programs, youth adoration and all that. So people knew that I had a good connection with him. So he was the one that was calling me every day saying, McDaniels, do you want to say something to the social media? Do you want to do this? Because people are waiting. People want to see what's going on. Yeah. And people told me also, you could have just hide. You could just be there and people will never know. You can also say it's fake or something. But I just came out and said, people, whatever has happened, I just want to say I apologize. That was all I said. So I think when I came to the live, within 1 minute, there was like over 1,000 people. And they said people were writing comments, insulting me. So they blocked the comment section. So all I knew was I just came and I said, I apologize for whatever happened. I'm a human being. It happened to me and I wish it couldn't have. But then I'm sorry that happened. That was all. I never stood anywhere to say other stuff.
That's why when we started, I told you that if you are a celebrity, if you are in the limelight and things like this happen, of course, people want to know and the fans wants to know. So sometimes it's not as if we do this thing to pry into the life of people, but these are things that people need clarification and stuff like that. And so that's why I asked you. And then I noticed recently, I think you even mentioned it to me that you were supposed to come and sing on somebody's wedding, and then the church people say no, they don't want you to come and sing there. So that's why I'm trying to ask you, do you think that the church have been fair in their dealings with you? Because sometimes we have this experience. Sometimes we feel like when something is going on, if the person is an apostle or a minister of God or in a senior position, there's a way they treat the person differently. That's why I'm asking you, do you feel like the church have been fair with you in their dealings?
Oh, when you put it in that, when you asked me that question first, I was thinking about appreciation, money aspect. But then if you put it in this way, I think the church, everywhere, you say when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. Everywhere have rules and regulations. So if the church, their rules and regulations is that when you do this and you do this, you will be suspended, or this and this will happen to you. Like in Germany, there are rules. If you drive past the red light, you will pay this amount of money. If you kill somebody, you will pay this. If you steal from somewhere, you will be paid this fine. So these things are rules and regulations. If there are no rules and regulations, everybody could have done what they wanted. So me, I understand as a point in the church that they said, okay, there was a wedding that I had to come and sing. And they said, because this wedding, the church is involved in it, I can't come and sing there. I respect that totally. The only thing I did was I called the main head of the church, because I grew up with all of them. We are all together in the business. So I called him, like, did I hear say also saying this same? He explained it to me. It's like, okay, then I wish you a farewell. Have a nice time.
You think by them stopping you from coming to sing, that was fair enough? Like, you think?
For me, that was fair enough. Do you know why? Because on the same day, I had about like 4 other concerts that I had to attend. I had to say, okay, I can't come. But then when I found out, I wanted to do this because the person that was getting married was very close to me. And then I wanted to go there because she planned with me from a long time to come and sing. So it was like only a week before, I was almost on my way to go to the place to travel, and then it was like, oh, this leader said you can't. So I was like, okay, I will call the leader. I have his number, and I called and I asked, and I was like, oh, does the church is it involved? Because I thought it was just a reception and also the church, but it was at a different place. They were like, no, the ministers that are doing the thing, the ministers that are ordaining the wedding, organizing the wedding, is the ministers of the church. So I was like, all right, if it's so, and you said I can't come, it's no problem.
So the church can actually decide who comes to sing at a wedding. Even was there something in particular that happened that is why? Because
apparently, no, it wasn't just like, after all these things happened, I got a suspension. Okay, in the particular church. So I was supposed to come to church every time, and I go to church. I do work a lot. But I go there also most of the times when I have free. So they know, but then they always like, oh, every time they see me, oh, come and play instrument, come and sing. I'm like, no, you said you suspended me. So let me be there. So they actually always push me to do the things in the church, actually. And I'm like, until I will do it, until I will do it, I have to know that I'm not suspended. Okay. My suspension is over. But then they still want to push me. And then when I go there, they say, okay, we will talk about that. We talk with the elders. We have talked with this, and it never happened. But then I don't take that to heart, because you have to see it like this in Lapote. I'm not only, my ministry is not just meant to be only in the church. And trust me, I've helped the church in so many ways. You can bear with me. I've been to programs. I've helped the youth. So many things I've done. But then it all doesn't matter, because my ministry isn't just restricted in the church. My ministry is supposed to be everywhere. Do you understand? And the church has a rule that they want to see that you are coming to the church every day or every Sunday before they know that you have repented. But then God has a rule that as much as you repent and you say, I take you as my God and personal Savior, you've repented. So it might be that between me and God, I did that 10 years ago. And it might be that in front of the church, they saw a mistake and they want to see a proof.
So do you think
exactly
the church is hard in pronouncing judgments compared to as God handles us as
humans? For me, my personal opinion is even human beings can judge, because God made it clear in the Bible that thou shalt not judge. So me, that kind of things, I don't really take it serious.
So when you do something and the church decide to suspend you and something, that's judging, or
that's totally fine. The reason why I talk about judgment, that's totally fine. But the reason why I talked about judgment is, the people who are telling you that you, because of this and this, you are done, you are suspended. Those people, have you heard their stories before? Have you been there? No. They have done worse. Do you understand? Those I know people who are telling me do this and this, and I know that they have done worse. But do you know why? Theirs was not seen. And for me, that is a little bit of hypocrisy, to be honest. For me, that is not really godly. But then those are rules in the church.
You feel like when you are guilty of something and someone comes to accuse you, then you'll be like, he who is without sin should cast.
No. No. Do you know why? Because the rules, it's not the person who is telling me. It's not the person that made the rules. The rules is in the church. It's governed in the church. So if mine is seen, as I told you, it's fair. I find it fair. I respect it. I did a mistake. So there are rules and regulations in the church, and I have to follow those rules and regulations.
Understand when they said you should.
Totally.
You didn't take it personally.
Totally.
All right.
I didn't take it personally. I respect that. But then I'm just saying is that my ministry is not restricted in the church. So if I'm suspended there, doesn't mean I have to stay home.
Okay.
Still, I'm doing a lot of things outside there. I'm touching hearts. I sing at places. Anointing is still there, overflowing. People are being delivered. Why would I stop and stay home?
Do you have any form of regret or when the whole thing happened?
To be honest, I have a very big regret because I have a big form of regret because I'm a minister. I do how do you call it? I do attend to people. People see me as an example. And at that point, a lot of people who see you as an example, it breaks. Do you understand? People that had respect for you, it breaks. It was a lot. So people most of the times are afraid to be in that kind of corner, like the situation I was in. But one thing I didn't forget is people forget the part that God brought me there to maybe channel me somewhere else. Do you understand? And that's how I understand it. And I'm moving forward. But then, of course, I was broken. When that thing happened, I think that was my broken heart in my life. I never really had a broken heart. So this one was a big broken heart for me.
Well, the fact that happened.
But it happens, it's life, isn't it?
Yeah. The fact that happened and you regret it, because as a Christian, people expect to portray a certain life.
Exactly.
So the fact that this happened and you yourself, you feel bad about it.
Yes.
You try to step forward and
yes,
that's a good thing. But speaking of the word broken heart, I just want to find out. So, McDaniels, when are you getting married? No,
Lapotee.
No, I the young guy with all the fame and all the talent, and the women are here, over there, and there, and there. Don't you think it's good for you to get married? That's what I'm asking. Is it something because the ladies will come because the fame is there? You are McDaniels in the building.
Even the Bible has made it clear that for it is good for a man to move out of his father's house and then get a woman. And yes, so and the Bible also makes it clear that if you think you cannot control your adultery, it's better. If you cannot control yourself, it's better you get
so when are you
a woman. my main quotation in way.
Okay.
Almost some quotation the crowd.
Quotation, we all do the quotation. That's a simple question. Now you have to take me to quotation. But then is when are you getting married? But then is there someone there? Are you dating? Because the people wants to know now.
That one is not for the people, to be honest.
But then is if let's just say if I am a lady and you are dating me and you are sitting on the platform like this and I try to ask, I will definitely take it back because I want my man to power me and say, oh, I am there. Then the gentleman was here asking the same question. It wasn't long ago we had a crying baby. So today I'm trading to you, McDaniels.
You said if you were the lady.
If I was the lady, I would be the person. Is there someone there? Let's just know. Is there somebody there, McDaniels?
Oh, that to be honest, listen to me.
Are you dating? McDaniels, are you dating somebody right now?
Look, it might be no, it might be yes, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
If you say it might be no, yes, when you go home, she'll tell you are not proud of her.
Who will tell me?
I don't know if there is somebody. McDaniels, are you dating? Are you seeing someone right now?
That's the thing. I cannot say that.
So you cannot say that you are seeing someone.
Let me answer this question in this way. Right now, my priority is to really build my life together.
So there is no.
Because I cannot tell you. I'm not saying there is no one. And I'm not saying there is someone. What I'm saying is, a man, before you also get ready for settling. I cannot just go and I have to find a woman who is wonderful, who I can see that my path and her path are supposed to be together. I cannot just jump and marry. Do you get it?
All right, that's speciality there. If you are home and you are watching, just know he denied me here on air. So I guess you are going to all right, so McDaniels, I want to find you. So
yes, sir.
Are you, aside the fact that you are doing this gospel now, working as a nurse, are you into modeling? Because sometimes I see your dressing and the way you dress up and things on social media. Are you really making a lot from this music thing?
So you asking if I'm a model as well?
Are you modeling as well? Are you making money? I see you are in Morocco, you are in Monaco, you are here. We see all of them in Instagrams. I'm gonna post it so that they will see where this guy is basically. Are you making money?
You are checking up on me.
Why we do this? Are you really making money from this music thing?
The music, I'm not making too much money from music at the moment.
So what's your source of income?
My source of income is my work.
Your nursing work?
Yes.
Because when we say this thing, like I say, I always try to find out, because as much as you are singing and the youths are seeing you, they want to emulate what you are doing. Oh, I like the way McDaniel dress online, I like the way he sing. Probably he's making a lot of money in it. So once they know that the source is not coming from the music, they know that they have to work hard as well. So that's why we're asking.
Well, then if there is something for the youth, I always have these 7 rules for me.
Okay, let's hear it.
Number 1 is God. God first in everything I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, if you have God, you grow. And then when you grow, number 3, that is maturity. You become matured. And the more you get matured, the more you have peace. The more you know that this thing, I don't need to do it. This thing, I have to do it. This thing is about me. I'm coming to live alone and go alone. So those kind of things, number 4. And then when you have peace, you see your worth. Do you get it? When you see your worth, and then you think about wealth. Wealth is very important. And when wealth comes, you prosper. Do you get it?
Once again, I want to say thanks to LapoteeTV and sharing it.
Sure.
All right, guys. So, like I said, we bring this interview to an end. And like I said, if you are that woman out there, he comes up, I'm sure you have a question for him and you are waiting for him. So, guys, there's not much to be said. This is LapoteeTV. And we're gonna keep on bringing you important personalities here. So, it's a conversation. So, there's not much to be said. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.
For Lapote, watch out, we watch Lapote, McDaniels share Lapote, who know like he Lapote.